Okay, now, what is it we're feeding now?
We are feeding Mortimer.
For people who don't know, Mortimer is?
A crow. So, some people have pets, but they don't have dogs or cats. They have pet birds or pet hamsters or other little animals. And if you want to feed them cheaply and more healthy, just do what we do for the dogs and cats and buy the whole food and prepare it. There are some bird species that eat a whole bunch of different things, like parrots, and most people feed parrots the commercial parrot mix. But in a parrot diet, in the wild, in the rainforest, where they come from, they eat all sorts of things. They not only eat the seeds and nuts, but they also eat fruit and vegetation. So go to the farm stand or the grocery store or anywhere that sells fruits and veggies and buy fruit and veggies. And there are some things that birds eat better when it's kind of gone bad.
Yeah.
Because I've noticed Mortimer will not eat fresh fruit. Mortimer will hide the fruit and then eat it when it's turned bad. So keeping that in mind, it's probably the same for some parrots. So you take it and you go and you get the discount fruit.
Yeah, you can buy the...
It's bruised, it's gone off a little bit.
Yeah.
There's nothing wrong with it, it's just a little squishy.
Mm.
And that instead of buying the more expensive, really fresh fruit, you can buy the fruit that's a little off, and then that'll be perfect for them because you can feed it right away instead of letting it sit for a few days.
So what are you cooking here for more?
Mussels.
Mussels.
In the wild, crows eat mussels raw.
Yeah.
But where Mortimer's beak is a little off,
yeah.
She can't eat them when they're raw like that because she can't pull them from the shell. So we just get fresh mussels.
Yeah. Now we're really fortunate. We're about an hour away from a mussel farm.
Yeah.
And
so
we got mussels.
Mussels year round.
Yeah, we get them year round, and we get them almost for dirt cheap. Right. It's the same way with most seafood, right? Like, I mean, our animals this year have eaten mackerel, lobster. What all? Crab.
They had crabs. They had scallops.
Right.
This is. I think everything. Shrimp. I brought some shrimp home from work one time.
Yeah. Like for all you people who love seafood and go to Red Lobster and stuff like that, just look at the menu and we probably fed it to our animals this year. And oh yeah, we probably got it for free.
Yeah.
Right. Because where you live in a fishing community, right?
And also I worked at a restaurant this summer.
And
there was some stuff. It was just freezer burnt enough you could not serve it to the public, so it was non-saleable. But it was completely fine for. It was fine to eat yourself. But my boss and coworkers said, "Oh, just take it home for the cat."
And that's another thing for the other animals too. I mean, people will say, "Well, we got some beef here that's freezer burned, right? Do you want it?"
And then you get it, and it may not even be freezer burned.
Yeah, they clean out their people clean out their freezers all the time with meats and stuff like this that the animals just love, and you cook it up for them and everything like this. But anyway, get back to the bird.
More exotic animals.
Yeah.
If you have hamsters or rodents, you can buy the mix. It says labeled on it 4 hamsters or 4 guinea pigs or 4 mice. And I was for Slurp, the squirrel. I was going to get a big bag of hamster food, and it was 11 something at Walmart for a bag that tall, about that wide. It was hamster food, and had pumpkin seeds and corn and little things like that in it. And then I thought, well, I wonder if there's something in the bird section, like not like parakeet birds, but for bird feeders. And I went down there and had this great big bag like that for $8.97 of squirrel and wild critter feed. And I looked at the quality of the seed in that bag. It was better quality than what was for the hamsters. So buy the bag in the bird feeder section for squirrels if you have small rodents.
And I just not 20 minutes ago, well maybe a half hour ago, I went in and I took a chunk of carrot into the squirrel, and he went ballistic on it, and he ate the little chunk of carrot. And
so also get vegetables at the vegetable stand for your small rodents, because in the wild they're not just eating the prepackaged seed mixes, they're eating carrots, they're eating lettuce. If you want, go out on your front lawn if you don't use pesticides and get clover for them.
Yeah.
Because that's one thing my Dagoo loved. Slash, he loved clover
And so does
grass.
So does Slurp.
Yeah.
Right. You see.
Go out and get the seed cones off the trees.
Now there's a lot of research you did on. There is a lot of material about this on the internet, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, I mean, we're not going to do your homework for you, but here's your homework assignment, people. Go on the internet and look up natural food recipes for pets. Right? All your pets. What do you think?
Yeah. But one thing you have to be careful with is they'll recommend that you feed your pet garlic, and garlic is just as bad for them as the onions is. It will cause them to become anemic. Anemic.
Yeah. Wonder if does it affect us?
No, it doesn't affect us.
Oh, okay.
But it affects them because we have different requirements than they do. And there's different things that they find toxic.
So how long do you...
chocolate.
Yeah.
Those are done. I cook them just enough so that they
open up.
Solid.
Yeah, as you can see there. For all you people who love mussels, like, I mean, gosh, it's pet food, right? I mean, there's so much of it here.
Yeah.
Right. You know, we're very lucky. We're very lucky that way.
And so once that cools, I'll chop up some veggies. I have some spinach in the fridge, and some lettuce, and shred up a little bit of carrot, and mix that all in with that.
And I mean, you know, when the fruits were on the thing, I should get some. If the bear left any rose hips, take some rose hips in the morning.
Yeah, Mortimer loves rose hips.
Yeah.
And Slurp likes them too.
I'll take some in the Slurp too. Get
and
some
rowan berries.
Yeah.
Rowan berries have quite a bit of vitamin C as well.
Yeah.
They have rowan berries have more vitamin C
Which
than rose hips.
Now, for people who don't know what the rowan tree is, it's the mountain ash.
Yeah, American or European mountain ash.
Yeah, it's the one with the orange berries. You know, most places have them. So.
And down here where we are, people call them dogwood, although they're not related at all to dogwood.
Yeah. So, that's it for Mortimer?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yep, just have to let this cool down.
Think maybe I could have a cheese grill later?
You want me to make you a cheese grill?
No.
Well, since I got the burner hot.
No, I'm okay. I had something a little...
Yeah, tell them how much time I spend cooking for the animal and how much time I spend cooking for you.
Yeah, right. Yeah, like, you know, I gotta tell you, it sucks. No, actually it doesn't, because the animals are really important. And I mean, if you're going to take an animal into your home, my personal opinion, if you're going to take an animal into your home, they should have the best that they can afford. And you know what? The best you can afford. And considering what I've seen the price of pet foods, because remember I went and I got a bag of kibble yesterday.
Yeah.
Right? And that's just sort of a treat thing we have for them.
Yeah, because they expect it in the morning, give them a little handful.
Little handful of kibble. And
it's like breakfast cereal with all the sugars in it.
It gives them a boost and everything like that. And I went in there yesterday, and like we use the 5-pound bag of kibble lasts 2 months, so that's how much we're giving them, because we don't give them a lot of commercial stuff.
Well, just one of my handfuls goes into the
It was unbelievable the price they wanted for this stuff.
Yeah.
Right? And you know it's just paste. You know it's just...
It's getting to the point where the commercial stuff, dried kibble, is getting to be more expensive than the holistic dry kibble. That's right. Which is healthier for them.
Yeah.
So there are kibbles out there that are made of dehydrated meats.
Now, to find stuff like this, you're going to have to go around. Like if you can't find the pre-done stuff, you know, where it's all ground up, then go to the small community butchers. I mean, everybody has them. There's these small community butchers around.
And ask them for a beef heart. You can even get the whole heart yourself.
And go in and say, well, you don't have any? Can you get me some?
Yeah.
Right? And get some beef heart. Put it in the freezer.
And the more people that go to their butcher and to their local grocery store and say, we want these things, they're going to order it in.
That's right.
And then they'll keep it in stock, the more people who ask for it.
Exactly. So anyway, I mean, you know, just use your imagination, check things out online, and right? And I think you'll be really pleasantly surprised at the results to your animals, especially if the cats are, have crystal problems, and they've got you on that super expensive food, the vets, those pet food salesmen that they call pet vets. I wonder, do they have a course, pet food sales, at the universities?
And in doing research, when they go to veterinary college, there is only a short unit on pet nutrition, and it is taught by a representative from a major pet food company.
Oh yeah.
So
you gotta
it's
love
not
that.
even taught about real nutrition and the real requirements to a healthy life. It's, yes, you will want to recommend these pet foods because they're nutritionally complete. Well, that's the same thing as a can of Puritan beef stew. It has all the nutrients in it that a human needs to survive, but that's only to survive. You can't thrive and be healthy living off only Puritan beef stew.
No, and the thing is that if I had nothing to eat but Puritan beef stew all the time, I think I would I'd sort of take that new more I got and run it back and forth across my throat.
And now you know how Doom felt eating the canned food.
Yeah, that's right. Because unfortunately, these things are, it's not, it's not the way it should be, right? I mean, they're producing a product. That's what they're doing. They're producing a product, and they're marketing a product. And it's like a lot of the foods we eat, right? Yes, those sweet saccharine cereals that we buy, breakfast cereals, they taste great. But you know what? They're not as healthy as oatmeal.
No.
Right? And that's why every once in a while, we'll spring for a box of, whatever. But I'm going to tell you, we don't eat that stuff all the time because it's not good for you. It's too much sugar. Right?
And not just that, but the parts of the wheat that it is made from is not the actual part nutrition.
Well, it's, I don't know what shredded wheat is. I got a feeling it's the straw, right? I can't say that for sure, and I certainly hope that they don't come and friggin' sue me. But I mean, I got a feeling it might be the straw. So if anybody out there actually knows what shredded wheat is, let us do a video on it, man, and put it up as a video response. Right?
But speaking of videos, there are videos on YouTube you can find that actually shows inside the warehouses of the meat rendering plants that produce pet food. So you can actually see what is in there, and you can see the chunks of whatever type of creature is going in there.
I do not want to see that. Right? Oh, there's the old that experiment supposedly on a certain flake cereal.
Yes.
Right, where they fed it to the rats.
That's all they fed them.
And they had a control group which they fed rat food. Then they had a group where they just fed them these certain flakes that come from a thing that's yellow and it's got lots of little kernels on it. And they fed this thing, and they fed them nothing but that. And then the last group, they just ground up the boxes and fed them the boxes.
Just to see what would happen.
Just to see what would happen. Well, the first group to die was the one that was eating the flakes. The ones that were eating the boxes lasted longer, right? So you know how much nutrition is in that.
There's more nutrition in a cardboard box than in this cereal.
Than in the cereal. Well, the thing is that this is the way with pet food. I'm positive of it, and what they tell us is like you can live off lettuce, but you'd have to eat a half a ton of it a day to get your nutrition, right? And but that's not why you eat lettuce. You eat lettuce for a whole bunch of different reasons. But the thing is that you have to, when you're dealing with pets, I really believe, and when we were into that vet, when Checkers was having his problem, I was like, at most of the time I'm an arrogant slug, but I was more arrogant than normal, wasn't I?
Yes.
Right? And you were kind of embarrassed, weren't you?
Who wouldn't be?
And when I told him, I said, "What did you do before you became a pet food salesman?" That was hilarious. So I guess this is about it on this one. You got anything else to say?
No.
All right, and we said it all. So there we go. Say goodbye. Say goodnight, Gracie.
Good night, Gracie.